This is Sophie Heller, and this is an ACT English Punctuation and Fragments question. With this question, they're giving us the choice of having this buildings, as we see here underlined in the yellow, and then connecting it with a that or an as, and various forms of punctuation, so a comma, semicolon, period. So let's just go through and see which one makes the most sense and also avoids any fragment errors. So this sentence is telling us that the architect of the Capitol is charged with the perk of planning and constructing of such buildings as may be assigned by Congress. So buildings, and then this is this whole part is modifying buildings. What kind of buildings? The kind that may be assigned by Congress from time to time. So let's look at our choices. The best thing to do with a question that involves punctuation is to first look for fragments. So we're tipped off by fragments by either a semicolon or a period. These are two things that will set apart sentences that can stand by themselves. So we want to make sure that if we're using them, we're not creating any fragments. So let's look at choice 3. If we were to put a semicolon between buildings and as, this would be a full sentence. So the architect of the Capitol is charged with building and constructing certain buildings. But the second part with this as may be assigned by Congress from time to time, that's not a full sentence. That can't stand alone. So it can't be using a semicolon because a semicolon only connects two separate things that can stand alone. So that's no good. Choice 4 is more obvious that it's a fragment because it has a period and then it just starts this fragment with a capital as. So we have as may be assigned by Congress from time to time. Also still a fragment, so going to be wrong for the same reason as number 3. Choices 1 and 2 are similar. Choice 1 has as, and choice 2 is that. But let's pay attention to our punctuation here. So our punctuation here says buildings, comma, that may be assigned by Congress from time to time. We never use a comma with that because that is something that modifies a word without putting a comma. If we had we could say something like comma, which, but we would never have a comma that because that doesn't take a comma. So this is going to be no good. The best choice is going to be choice number 1 because it doesn't have incorrect punctuation and it makes sure that this entire thing is one sentence and we don't have any sentence fragment issues. So choice 1 is our correct answer.